I was fortunate to learn test-driven development early in my career, and I personally took to it really quickly and got very enthusiastic because it seemed so much better than what I was doing before. Since then, I've realized that my experience is not at all typical. Most people find test-driven development hard to learn. I was lucky. So, what can you do to increase your chance of success? Hi, I'm Emily Bache. I'm a software developer and creator of Saman Coaching. Welcome to the Modern Software Engineering channel, where you can find world-class advice on the technical aspects of software engineering, how to build software using modern approaches, and wider commentary on our industry. In this video, I'm going to talk about how you can get past some of the most common difficulties when adopting test-driven development. But first, let me tell you the story of how I learned. Just at the turn of the millennium, I joined this new team and we were working on an exciting greenfield project. It was a startup. One of the other developers had just heard about extreme programming, known as XP for short, and he lobbied hard that we should try it out. So he gave us all a copy of Kent Beck's book, Extreme Programming Explained. Now, everyone else on the team was much more experienced than me, and they were all very good programmers. So I got kind of swept along with all of this. With the help of what we'd all been reading in Kent's book and lots of discussions and trying stuff, we actually did about, 9 of the 12 XP practices. And we had such a good time. Everything worked really well. We did pair programming on everything. We wrote unit tests for all our code. We talked daily with a customer representative about what we were building. It was really great. Now, pair programming with brilliant people was just constant mentoring, and I learnt so much. Now, the unit tests, they really speeded us up. They felt that they were giving us such valuable feedback. And the customer guy, he helped us to understand why our code mattered. So that project was, in some sense, a great success. We delivered early, we had more features than were expected. But then, of course, it was also a huge failure. It was a victim of the dot-com crash. The money ran out and the team was disbanded. But still, I learned so much from this experience. I came out a total convert, test-infected and TDD enthusiast. Now, I'm telling you all this because somehow I managed to learn TDD in ideal circumstances. And once I was sold, I just wanted to work this way on all my other projects. And then after that, it wasn't nearly as easy. So I understand far better today the reasons why TDD is hard and why most people fail. So let's go into what I found. And then later on, I'll give you some tips about what you can do to learn TDD, even if your circumstances aren't ideal. I would like to thank our channel sponsors who support us so that we can carry on making all these videos for you. Our sponsors are Equal Experts, Transfic, Tuple, and these are not just kind of random companies. They all have products and services that are very well aligned with the kinds of topics we talk about here on this channel. So please do take a moment, follow their links in the video description. The first reason TDD is hard is because it's really a design technique. TDD takes advantage of the fact that by writing the test first, it forces you to write testable code, and that leads to well-designed code. If you come into this with weak design skills, it's much harder. But I didn't experience that. Perhaps because my first couple of jobs before that XP project, I worked closely with many skilled senior developers. And I remember the regular code reviews we used to have. We'd sit together and they taught me object-oriented decomposition, how to write modular, well-structured code. I also read a lot of books in my free time. Then when I joined this XP team, designing testable code just seemed like a natural thing to do. Of course, the other advantage I had was this was a greenfield project. There wasn't loads of existing code with poor design decisions or bad structure, so we could build it in a testable way from the ground up. Now, you might not have the luxury of a greenfield project, But I think you can still take design seriously as a developer skill. Studying object-oriented decomposition, design patterns, principles could really help you. I'm going to talk more about the other hard developer skills you need in a moment, but first let me talk about the social aspects. The second reason TDD worked so well for me, I think, was because I was working in this enthusiastic group of supportive team players. We had psychological safety, and we were able to talk through any problems that came up in our daily meetings and our retrospectives. The next project I worked on after that was very different. I got assigned to this team with a totally different culture. In fact, it was barely functioning as a team. There was no pair programming. Far from it. In fact, I think there were at least 2 other people on the team who ignored me entirely, and they only ever talked to their friends. So I felt kind of, disheartened and lonely. I did try and carry on writing tests and doing some refactoring, but this soon became a problem for the people around me. We weren't using pull requests then, but if we had, they would have said, your pull requests are too small and your refactorings are causing merge conflicts. Stop doing that. People didn't get why I was creating so many automated tests. They thought that I wanted to be some kind of tester. I must be in the wrong job. And I just felt like they were laughing at me behind my back. So I know how it can be when the team culture is not supportive. I could easily have given up. If you're just learning TDD and the others around you are skeptical, the chances are you'll stop. So that's my next piece of advice. You need a supportive environment to learn a skill like TDD. So get your colleagues on board, ask them to learn it with you. See if you can get some pair programming going. Even with 2 people, you can support one another and you're more likely to stick with it and to succeed because you're kind of pooling your resources. Now, if people aren't willing to try TDD or pairing in the production code, perhaps you could set up some kind of weekly learning hour where you practice on exercises or code katas until everyone gets more comfortable with the idea. I said earlier I'd get back to the hard developer skills involved in TDD. And of course, pair programming is a hard developer skill too, and design. But now I want to talk about what else is hard about software development. Another big piece is understanding the problem you're trying to solve for the customer. For TDD to work, you really need to grasp what you're trying to build well enough to turn that into test cases. Not only that, it's usually best if the tests are written directly from the user perspective. So you need to be able to put yourself in their shoes and express what they care about. This is a hard developer skill, but it's also a question of access to users. TDD can get very hard if nobody can talk to you in any detail about the problem the software is supposed to solve. In my early experience with TDD, we had this customer representative who we could talk to whenever we needed to. And I had a similar experience a few years later on a different project, when some of the users actually sat in the next room along from me. And for that software, I was able to write some of the tests in a format that they could read and check. And they gave me excellent feedback about whether I was on the right track. Good tests don't appear out of a vacuum. So don't underestimate the value of close contact with the business when you're doing test-driven development. One more thing. I've written a short guide to code katas for learning test-driven development with lots more ideas and advice. Follow the link to get your free copy. Many developers aren't so lucky to have such ideal circumstances for learning TDD that I had, and lack some or all of these key aspects: skill with design, a supportive team, and access to users. So if you're struggling to learn TDD, I hope I've given you some ideas about what to focus on. And if you're looking for additional resources, particularly with the hard skills around design, I suggest heading over to the Saman Coaching website, where there are lots of training materials available for free. And both this channel and the one I have personally have a Patreon where you can join to get additional support. I think TDD is such an important skill for developers to learn in the context of modern software engineering. Happy coding!